people, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Line.
Ready, blue 80, 25, 21.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard
line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Three butt.
He's coming. Hot.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their minute? Cut strip, the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
51, Sam!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
25, 51, 51, stop!
Come on, QB, come on. Check 43. Jim. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 24. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 37. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Vikings 7.
Ready, blue 80, right 25.
54. Read. Say. Switch.
Hey, Tuesday. Check.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's crazy.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Alert 3. 25. Check 25. Check 31. Kill.
On 1st down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ready, blue 80, right 25. 11.
Watch the eye. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
51.
Switch.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
54, stop.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
21.
Kill. Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Base.
Mike 40. Go. Slant. Switch.
Check.
Undercrush.
Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
Wide.
A gain of 2.
From the 29, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Lucky 48.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Third and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Vikings 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Falcons take over
Play
first
for
and
win.
10.
Let's
At
go.
their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on the
best.
gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Watch twitch. Check. Kill.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Sack, baby.
Hey, South. 25
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, check.
No game on this defense. No game.
Check.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Complete to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before break. Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, let's go.
Cousins now. And Diggs has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there out of Cook. 63 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down. While we got a second, let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On second down, it's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the interception, here's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. On first down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, Tuesday.
Bryant keeps it on the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, receiver.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Gun.
Let's get some penetration. Check. 50.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hey, express! 54! Mike 54!
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Gun!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. For even a first down and more. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
That's all right. You go tight. Hey, express! You got tight right there.
They'll run here with Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Check! Ready to go!
Throwing now is Ryan. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
20.
Freeman again. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
Check. Walk 54. Not today, Ron. Not today.
Get up.
Now Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.